to ICU TV News. I am Deborah Gamani Miriam. Let's take a look at the stories making headlines. Minister of Education Honorable Douglas Siagalima finally launches a book written by Professor Sichelwa M. Kasanda. Robert Wandila is new Livingstone City Deputy Mayor. Road traffic accident at Renamo area 32 kilometers west of Nyimba town. Government allocates 390 million through the Citizen Economic Empowerment Commission. And now the news in detail. Minister of Education Honorable Douglas Siagalima officially launched a book, The Business of Learning to Learn, authored by Professor Sichelwa M. Kasanda, a chancellor at the Information and Communications University. The book represents a accumulation of years of dedicated research and expertise in the field of education. Professor Kasanda's latest work transcends conventional boundaries, offering fresh perspective on global education that extends beyond traditional African framework. Speaking at the book launch event, Minister Siagalima understood the profound significance of Professor Kasanda's contribution to the field of education, emphasizing the pivotal role of education in fostering individual success and addressing systematic challenges within the education sector. The minister urged all stakeholders to embrace the transformative potential of knowledge and learning. Road traffic accident at Renamo area 32 kilometers west of Nyimba town. Scanner bus and Nissan Navara collide. Bus driver Mr. Loti Mwale and 53 passengers unhurt. Emergency service respond Ms. Fatima Chipela receives medical attention. Improper overtaking by Navara driver causes collision. Shopper driver Fiat died in head collision with copper-laden truck on the Great Northeast Road in Nyenyezi area, Masaiti district. Let's go on a break. We'll be back shortly.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
We have come too far to let this disagreement break us apart. Girl, let's sit down, talk it out and hear each other out. You see, your point of view is as valid as mine, so let's take the time to understand each other's mind. There is no need to yell, fight or cry, for we are mature enough to find a solution without causing pain. Girl, like Pompey, the beginning of our love was rainbows, so I don't want the fists and elbows. Let me be the reason you smile. The reason you show that dimple, even if between us there is a mouth and a deep hole. I don't want to break your heart, for there is no insurance plan for that. I want to hold your hand and build the support system like in a band.
Thank you for staying with us. Zambia Army transfers pangolin to Department of National Park and Wildlife. Cooperation highlights wildlife conservation efforts. Pangolin rescued from illegal wildlife. Trade, Army and Conservation Authority unite to safeguard biodiversity and national security. Robert Wandila elected Deputy Mayor of Livingstone City Council. Unopposed nominations received during ordinary meeting council thanks former Mayor John Banda. New Deputy Mayor commends peaceful elections, acknowledging President Hakainde Hichilema for tranquil environment. Active duty on air U.S. Air Army Force member dies after self-immolation. Outside Israel Embassy in Washington, D.C., Aaron Bushnell, 25, voices dissent against genocide incident, highlighting Palestinian crisis. Government allocates 390 million kwacha to Citizen Economic Empowerment Commission for small medium enterprises. Loan programs are made of the informal sector participation in economic. Minister of Small and Medium Enterprises pledges support funding to empower cooperatives, and individuals in dairy, livestock, and crop value chains. Let's go on a break. We'll be back shortly.
Elizabeth.
She's been locked in there since morning. Elizabeth! S'ouvrir!
Elizabeth, always know I will always love you. Don't put that on me. She dreams because of you. I have been carrying my super how since you were a little boy. And all you've done is fan the flames in my life.
You play victim and slowly you just drive all of us insane!
She's the one more affected by this. She's the one that remains with her. Slammed with the harsh reality that one day she will be holding a dead baby.
You mean you want our daughter dead?
Thank you for staying with us. Relatives have identified the 9-year-old girl who was in critical condition at the University Teaching Hospital UTH after a vicious attack by unidentified criminals. She has been identified as Exelda Mulenga. According to her mother, Jennifer Kapamba, Mubamba had left home to play with friends on Sunday around 9 hours in the morning but went missing several hours later. Monica Munalula, a concerned citizen, discovered Mubamba in a distressing state, lying in a pool of blood and unfinished house in Misisi compound, around 23 hours. As we wrap up today's news, let's take a look at the stories that made headlines. Minister of Education Honorable Douglas Siakalima finally launches a book written by Professor Sichalwe M. Kasanda. Robert Wandila is new Livingstone City Deputy Mayor. Road traffic accident at Renamo area, 32 kilometers west of Nyimba town. Government allocates $390 million through the Citizen Economic Empowerment Commission. This is all we had for you today. Stay tuned to Icu TV. Have a pleasant evening.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
I wanted to write this, but I bring this verbally full of hope that you can hear me, and surely teach you about the truth that's within the reach of your heart, but your mind and eyes can't catch the glimpse of it clearly. Say, we spend most of our lives defenseless. With no one to care for us, we are helpless, and no proper healthy food, we live in distress. They all deny being careless, yet they still care less for the differently abled race. They all don't care unless they are somehow beneficiaries. We don't fit in their community, and because of our mental condition, we are considered more or less of a dog than humans. Where is our humanity? They spit on us, they cover their nose when approaching us, stone us when found on their premises. We endure the pain with nothing to gain, yet we have no one to address. They have taken away the little we have left of our sanity. What's left of our society? We no longer have access to our basic needs. Speaking of basic needs, we spend our nights in the drains. Every rainy season, we are soaked in the rains. With our lives stuck on rails like trains, we chew through the harsh winter, freezing in the cold. All our efforts go in vain as our blood freezes in our veins, scavenging through the trash looking for grains, trying to survive on an empty stomach hours. We don't rain from the skies, we literally feed on the remains. Our lives are now a mess with no one to think about us. They all don't care unless they are somehow beneficiaries. But do we deserve such kind of treatment? What kind of sin have we committed? You have all become so heartless that you have abandoned the culture of Ubuntu. We think they are there to help us off the ground, but the true test of their character is how they take the praise for how they ill-treat us. Is our only crime having this mental illness? For crying out loud, we are human beings too. We deserve your kindness. Please, you are our only tool. We might be differently abled, but we are not different from you. Because of your negative behavior towards us, our minds believe it too. You want to change the world without changing yourselves first. You cannot interact with people like us because your reputation always comes first. And then you sympathize with us in the presence of others. But when we are all alone, you call us names, push us to the dark ages, where your humor is even darker. You don't leave any stone unturned. You or deny being careless, yet you still care less for the differently abled race. You or don't care unless you are somehow beneficiaries.